This is Joshua Miller Law. It's the PhD. You're just now entering the cipher called Real to Real 360. KYs.
Peace, God.
Bring that beat in, kid.
Indeed.
Peace.
Yeah. What's going on, party people? Welcome to the Real to Real 360 show. Let's get it in. We do the knowledge and wisdom so you can understand. Real to Real 360 shows in full command. We changing the game for how it all was taught. From bondage to freedom to an independent thought. Yo, the show is here to bring about a change for real. To lighten everyone so we all know the deal. 360 degrees is a fact. We created the show to give our love back to our communities so we can know what's going on and give them the support from knowledge to porn. So if you're ready to learn, then it's time to go. Sit back and relax and enjoy your show. Peace.
Peace. Peace to Allah's mighty 5% nation of gods and earth, to all the human families on the planet Earth. We give you a love, peace, and happiness high salute. I am DJ KY's Allah, aka Kato, the Black Superhero. Welcome to the Real 360 show. Oh my goodness, do we have what we have? Is that we have, and we have it tonight, y'all. So listen, without further ado, let me bring on my co-host with the most, because I'm ready for this one. I am so ready for this one, and I know what he's going to do. So I'm going to have to make sure he don't do it on my time.
Am I the meanest?
Sure enough.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
Sure enough.
Well, who am I?
Joshua Miller Law.
Who am I?
Joshua Miller Law.
I can't hear you.
Joshua Miller Law. Mr. PhD.
Peace, Black man. What's good, G?
Peace. What's going on, brother? How you making it today, man?
Oh, I'm making it just fine, my brother. How
Yo, I'm excited. Right now, I'm extremely excited.
Absolutely.
We have the queen of Southern Soul with us today. The conversation we just had behind scenes just ran goosebumps up my body. Just for the simple fact is, not just because she's, where she's from, which is Mississippi, but just her journey in music, period. So if you get an opportunity, go download Nellie Tiger, all her music, because that's going to be an experience of a lifetime. But at this moment in time, Kay, can you bring her on for me, please?
Absolutely.
Wow, I get the applause. Thank you.
Good evening.
Well,
evening, guys.
We have no choice but to applaud the queen.
Okay.
When the queen is in the building, you have to bow down to the queen. And at this moment in time, we have the queen in the building. I've been excited since I made the contact. And for those who have been sleeping under a rock the last few years and don't know who this beautiful lady is, could you please introduce yourself to our followers, listeners, and fans, if you don't mind?
For those who don't know and those who do know, I am yours truly, Miss Nellie Tiger Travis, the lady that they call the Miss Sexy Man lady, by way of Mound Bayou, Mississippi. Whoop, whoop. Just coming in, y'all. It's good to see you, and I'm excited about being here tonight, and we're going to have some big fun.
Oh, yes.
So we're going to have some major fun. And we had a show yesterday with Bad News, and he was talking about this video shoot that y'all going to do together. How you going to be the lead woman in his video shoot.
Yes, that's what I was told. And I'm gonna make an appearance in there for him and everything. I think he kind of like in the video wanted an older woman, and And that's pretty much what it's going to be. I'm just going to be there to be me and do what I do.
Now, in your journey in music, when did you start your journey, and why did you choose Southern Soul Blues?
Well, my journey started in church, and as at a young age. But my Southern Soul journey started probably now about, I want to say, I moved to Chicago in '92 to start doing the blues, and I was doing the blues there. So to be in Southern Soul, I guess I want to say, I guess it's been about maybe 6 or 7 years, I would say, or maybe 8 even. It went just been rolling. I just be rolling. I don't hardly remember half the time.
Now, the first song I heard of yours is "If I Back It Up."
hmm
Now, those who don't know, she want to know if she back it up, what you gonna do with it? Now, where did that song come from?
Well, that was one of my songs that came out on the "Want to Be with You" album. That was in, I want to say, 92, 94. It was in 94, and when I did that song, it got popular. It kind of ran its course for a minute, and when Sexy Man showed up, then it popped back up. So it's been out. It's been running since 20 between 2004 and 2007.
Now, with that song, it's like it's as you say, as you see, it's timeless. It's really timeless. And how does it feel to make music that is timeless like that?
Well, it feels good. I didn't write that song. I worked with a guy named Floyd Hamberlin for a good minute, like some years. And he was the one that wrote Sexy Man as well. Uh, but he has great chemistry for writing for me.
Mhm.
A lot of times he writes from my conversation. I'm kind of comical a lot of times, and I just like to laugh and have fun. So a lot of times, and most of the stuff he wrote, it kind of like, in some of the situations, it kind of like badger men, if you will. But then when the anthem came back, Sexy Man, they don't care about all that other stuff, because I was doing I was singing "You Gonna Make Me Cheat," one of my songs one time, and this lady, we were in Jackson, Mississippi, so the security was around me and everything, and she just like broke through them to my, "No, I got it." And they put it on later. I said, "No, let her come, let her come." She gets back there and she goes, "Miss Travis, I love you. And I thank you so much because you made me cheat on my husband." I said, "No, no, that one, I didn't do that." I said, "It's just a song." But that's so funny how they love it though. They love the women love a lot. I have a lot of female fans and a lot of fans all over the world, and they're great.
Yes, ma'am. Um, I wanted to say that your music, that when you listen to it, you can feel the vibe, and you have a real sexy demeanor when it comes to your music. A lot of people like to do the dance music, and you have that dance music vibe, but it's mostly like that real sexy woman. It's hard to put in words. But you have this
That
sexy demeanor.
grown woman
Yeah,
ish.
this
That
grown woman ish. Yeah,
Yes.
is that what your intentions when you do songs, when you select songs to do?
Well, most of the times when I do a song, I fall into that mode of that song. Uh, like like when I do bag it up,
Mhm.
I actually bag it up. I had stopped bagging up because people, you know, guys used to come on stage and they was just be a little out of order. So I have to kind of, I kind of tip with it now. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, usually it's all a feeling. It's just about how you're feeling, because I can jump in and do Superwoman and it's like almost a ballad. But then I do the ballad and I kill the ballad, because that's where it just comes to me in my spirit, especially when I do ballads are my favorite songs, but people love to dance in Southern Soul, so I make sure I keep them dancing.
It's something when you see somebody who has that. It's when you come into your own and you step on the stage, or we see you in the videos. It's automatically, it's like her presence alone sets the tone and standard of what's getting ready to happen next.
Yeah.
So that's the vibe I feel when I see you and I hear you, and I love it. And it's like you command. You're going to get the respect one way or another. First of all,
right.
And sometimes it's like, she walks in the room, man, we ain't got to say a word. Look at her. You know what I mean? Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I tell people all the time, it's not good to be scared. You got to go out there and do it. And people, when I do interviews now, people still ask me, are you scared? I'm like, scared? Like, no. And they said the same thing about when I went to the television show. They was like, you didn't even act like you was nervous. I said, if that was the time to do it, that was not the time to do it. But I'm just a little more confident. There were times that I was like nervous to go out, and especially if a person even look at you wrong, I would tremble. I was like, oh, I don't know if they're going to like this or not. So then I just had to start focusing on myself. And after I'm seeing how they're reacting, it's like, oh, it's on and popping now. It can't nothing stop me now.
How was it the first time you was on stage singing in front of a crowd and they was all into your song, singing with you?
Oh man, that's an awesome feeling. The tour I just did this past year, that was everywhere I went. It was a sellout crowd everywhere, and they were yell for the guys. I was the only female on the show, but when I came out, it was just a different situation. You would just hear. All they have to do is say Nellie. They don't even get to say Tiger Travis, and they just go crazy. And I love it. I love it. I love it.
When you heard your song, your very first song on the radio, what feeling came over you at that moment?
Oh man, it's just like Muhammad Ali say, what the thrill of Manila. It was amazing. That's when I knew that that I was in there. It was a lot of times that I would still be singing and sing my heart out. I've done Europe and all over, and but when I first heard it on the radio, it was like, actually, I was driving to Jackson, Mississippi, and I heard the song with my silly self. I heard the song on the radio. I pulled the car over on the side of the highway. And I'm on the car just dancing. And this 18-wheeler passed by and almost blew me off the car. But that was the first time. And I was headed to Jackson to do a show then. It was pretty amazing to hear it on the radio.
Well, I tell you, my partner, which is the DJ of Real to Real 360, have a bunch of your songs queued up right now. And Kay, I don't know what song that you want to play because, like you said, you got the library open for it. So take it over, big bro.
There's definitely one that I want to know the story behind, because when I play that song, man, I laugh all the time, and it's "Slap Your Weave Off."
There's some fighting stuff there, baby.
I want to know the true story behind that one there.
Right.
Oh man.
So what was the headline behind that when you came up with "Slap Your Weave Off"?
Believe it or not, when the producer told me he was gonna do that song, he said, "We got this song called Slap Your Weave Off." I'm like, that's a silly song. I said, I can't sing that silly song. I said, it's too silly. So he say, silly sales. I'm like, yeah, we'll see. And I'm singing it. I'm like, I heard the talk that's been going around. I wasn't even really singing the song. So finally, it just sank in and it sank in. And I went on and did the song. And then that's when it hit. That was the second time it hit when it went to television. But after that, I'm like, I've been slapping weaves off and singing that song ever since, because after that it started taking me to the bank. So I'm like, okay, we can do it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. We have Slap Your Weave Off by none other than our own Nellie Tiger Travis right here on the Real 360.
I heard the talk that's been going around. You after my man, and it's over town. You asked for his number from a couple of his friends. Now what's up with that girl? You know he's my man. I ain't with that disrespect. Girl, you know you're wrong. Why you trying to be smart? I don't know what you're wrong. You better find yourself something better to do. Cause it ain't gonna be nothing like when I catch up with you. I'm gonna slap your weed off. I'm gonna slap your weed off. I'm gonna slap your weed off. If you don't leave my man alone, I'm gonna slap your weed off. I'm gonna slap your weed off. I'm gonna slap your weed off. If you don't leave my man alone, you've been hanging around where he plays ball. He ain't thinking about you. He ain't studying you at all. You better push on, cause me and my boo is right. You ain't got nothing coming, girl, and I know that's right. You gonna make me turn and get you. If you keep on being persistent. My mama didn't raise no one. Oh no, so let's not get it twisted. I'm gonna slap your weed off. I'm gonna slap your weed off. I'm gonna slap your weed off. If you don't leave my man alone, I'm gonna slap your weed off. I'm gonna slap your weed off. I'm gonna slap your weed off. If you don't leave my man alone, you better stay out of his face. Oh girl, you're gonna make me get the case. I'm gonna slap your weed off. 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 I'm gonna slap it off, baby. I'm gonna slap your weed off. I'm gonna slap your weed off. I'm gonna slap your weed off. If you don't leave, I'm gonna slap your weed off. I'm gonna slap you off. I'm gonna take it off, baby. You're gonna walk around your weed off. Oh, the head, feel the ground. I'm gonna slap your weed off. I'm gonna slap it off.
You know what I think
That's
about that? I almost picture an actual either line dance or a video of people slapping people's weave. And you remember the comedian Miss Laura, when she got up there, she was talking, she pulled her weave.
Right.
Yeah.
I will have to try that, you know.
Now, Miss Travis, you also dibble dabble in acting.
Yes. I did some acting. I actually went to Faces International when I lived in California. And when I came to Chicago, I did a couple of plays. I did The Lust of a Man. I made some appearances in television commercials as well. T-Mobile was one, and then I did the United Auto Workers, which was a blues thing that I did. And that was about the Lust of a Man, the one that I did with that play. It was pretty amazing because I hadn't did anything for a while. And when I did that show, they ended up paying me extra money because I ended up giving everybody a clue to their next line. So it worked out. It was good though. I mean, I kind of want to get back into that now, but sometimes when you get older, you wonder you're gonna remember all the words or what's gonna really happen. So
Yes, ma'am. Now, how did you get into acting?
well, like I said, I started out in California and it was quite expensive, is why I didn't really get anything established there, but I still did music in spite no matter what.
Mhm.
Uh but and the other part of the acting was in Chicago, and I did that, like I said, with the play, and it wasn't ever a huge episode of a play that play was kind of big because the guy was from LA that did the production,
Mhm.
so it worked out fine. And after that, I kind of got into. I had another child after 14 years, and that kind of slowed me down a little bit, but I still had to stay out and sing because that's all I was doing when I moved to Chicago was
Mhm.
just singing, and that was it. I wasn't that Singing was my work. So
Now, when it comes down to singing, who was your inspiration? Who inspired you to want to sing, or uh, made you feel like I want to have that type of career or something equivalent to?
Tina Turner, Gladys Knight, and Coco Taylor in that order.
Ooh,
Coco
Miss,
Taylor was the blues lady,
yes,
and
ma'am. Wang dang doodle.
yes, sir. Coco was actually my blues mother.
Mhm.
She actually I sung at her funeral, and I did the she actually she always had clubs, or a hall or whatever, and she had a hall once, and I was performing there on New Year Eve, and my mother dropped dead right at my feet, and Coco Taylor took me on after that as her blues daughter, and I had the honor of being there to be there for her when she passed and left this world. So, but yeah, out of those three, the second one is Gladys Knight. That's still my girl.
Mhm.
And somehow I love a lot of her songs.
Oh, yeah.
And in most cases, they're just perfect for my tone, if you will. And I went to her show a couple of times and was just had front row seat. I never could get to her though, but hopefully one day I will.
Yes, ma'am. I'm pretty sure that you will.
Yeah.
Um, when it comes down to your songwriting, um, do you have help with your songwriting, or do you do half and someone else do half, or anything like that?
Well, the ones that I have written, I did them all myself. I have blues songs that I wrote, which are the easiest to write.
Hmm.
And I did a I did a couple of R&B songs. I just did my own. I did my Christmas song this past Christmas. I did it myself. The music, I did everything, except the video. I had to pay somebody to do that, but I was real proud of myself for doing that. And I have a couple of tracks now that are waiting to be written. My favorite song to write is a ballad, but my favorite song to sing is a dance song, because that's what Southern Soul loves. They loves to dance. I don't give them a minute to slow down. My women anthem is Superwoman, and I've done it on occasion. It's just that some of the tours don't have enough time. Like it's so many people on the show, and we either doing like 15 to 20 minutes or something like that. So I don't get a chance to do the slow one, but I'm working on getting it out to my people,
Hmm.
on my own self. But yeah, I usually write for myself and write by myself. And I have to be totally at peace because if I skip anything, it'll be another month before I remember or to go back to, that particular line or whatever.
Okay. Now, who are some of the producers that you have worked with over the years?
Well, Floyd Hamberlin, I worked with him a lot. I want to say, I got seven, maybe 7 or 8 albums with Floyd. A lot of music people haven't heard that's really great music still. And I've worked with Omar Cunningham since I've been here.
The GOAT.
And I've worked with Ice Buck since I've been here, with Black Zach since I've been here. Just to name, I'm sure there's some more out there, but those guys have, and I'm in the process of working with a couple of guys. I'm just keeping it on the DL right now because you know how people do. They be ready to snatch and run. So, but I've worked with quite a few of them.
Well, right now, Miss Nellie, on DJ have Superwoman queued up. If you want to introduce this song, I would love to have it.
Ladies and gentlemen, right now, Nellie Travis's anthem, I Am No Superwoman. Check it out.
Then I start my day. I fix breakfast and get the kids on their way. I got to do something to this house. Oh, it's such a mess. I wish I could go back to bed and get me some rest. Oh, I'm so tired of the same old routine. Seems like all I do is wash, cook, and clean. I know I'm only human. No cape in the closet, no magic wand. I know I'm only human. A woman's work is never done. Now it's time for the kids to come home. The house is clean and the dinner's on. I hear keys running in the door. It's the man of the house. Ooh, he got this look in his eyes, and I know what that's all about. He wants to make love, but I don't have the strength. He gets upset. Now it's an argument. I know I'm only human. No cake in the closet, no magic wand. I know I'm only human. A woman's work is never done. I know there's a lot of women out there who can identify with me.
Come on, Nellie.
You know, between the kids, cooking, cleaning, and a man, it's a full-time job plus overtime. Day in and day out, it never ends. I know I need me a break. I just can't do everything. Who do they think I am? I know I'm only no cake in the closet, no magic wand. I know I'm only. I did everything Oh, they got children. I want to complain for you to turn around and be so mean. But I need time. I need time right now for myself. I know I'm so tired.
I can't do the same old routine no more.
Woo! When you just did that right there, I tell you, let's talk about I'm No Superwoman and the inspiration really behind that song itself. We know that a lot of times in relationship, women are expected to do a lot of stuff. Is that the message that you were sending in the song?
Exactly. That's exactly the message, because a lot of times, even with my grandmother and my mother, with the stories that were told to me, how the struggle was real and women was to stay at home to be barefoot and pregnant, and the guy is out doing his thing, pumping more babies next door, so it's an inspiration for the younger generation and hope they can catch up, and get to it and understand what the real meaning of it is.
And Southern Soul, a lot of the music, speaks to love and relationships, good, bad, or indifferent. How do you feel that that's what separates that genre of music from any other genre?
You're gonna have to hold that thought. Something just happened. My computer's gonna close down if I don't get my cord.
Okay, all right, not a problem. Hey, Kay, you got another one of Miss Travis's song queued up? Not the Chatty Patty, but any one of them?
We always do the national anthem, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Let's do that.
I am so sorry. I thought I had it all together.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, who are all in the panel now to the Real 360 show with our special guest, Miss Nellie Travis is in the building.
I saw you when you stepped into the club.
Yeah, I'm seeing all this too. You really got yourself together for it.
Huh?
I'm seeing,
I was out of step, 'cause I was watching you. You weren't very sexy looking, babe.
I thought I had it all together, guys. I'm so sorry. Okay, we're good.
I'm looking at you, you're looking at me. I'm thinking about the possibility. Mr. Sexy Man, what your name is, what your name is. Mr. Sexy Man, what your name is, what your name is. I had to come and ask you for a dance. You know that's tiger, had to take a chance. I just love the smell of your cologne.
all right now.
You really turn me on. We're out here dancing on the floor. Arms around my waist. Baby, I want some more. I'm staring at you. You're staring at me. I'm thinking about the possibility. Mr. Sexy Man, what your name is, what your name is. Mr. Sexy Man, what your name is, what your name is.
Woo!
Yes.
What's
We have a
your
few
name?
comments in the box here. Miss Donna Jean Brown says she met Nellie Travis in Atlanta, then Mississippi, and in Flint, Michigan. She puts on a show. You have several other people there. Miss Kanai saying they listening to you, they love you. Love you,
Awesome.
Mr. Sexy Man. Miss Linda Wilson saying she ready to dance and party. You know, Kimmy Isaiah says 100% facts, all love. We got our sister, the heart coach. Let's go. Miss Lynn Myers is in the building. We got everybody in the building here tonight for you.
Yeah,
All right, all
Yeah,
right.
Miss
locked
Rose
in.
here from New York. She's shouting out here listening. Yes, yes.
That's what's up.
Like we were saying prior to about Superwoman,
Mhm.
the message behind Superwoman for these young ladies that's coming up now, and how Southern Soul brings the relationships and keep the love in the music, whether it's good, bad, or different, but it gives you that lesson in the music.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the thing is, like I said, for the younger women that's coming up, they need to take heed to what's going on and not get in a situation to be abused or to even be put somewhere that you don't want to be if you got to be there by yourself. I mean, it's like we all are human. And just like if you want to get out and go out, I should be able to get out and go out. I don't, it's not fair for you to leave me keep me in the house and you out partying. That's some bull crap there. So I just say to the young ones, don't let them get you like that. I mean, handle your business and most of all, be independent. And that way you won't have a problem.
Now, the next question I have for you is, how is it that you keep putting pressure on these little young women nowadays? When you come on the stage and you do your thing and you dressing real sexy and provocative, still putting that pressure on them young women that have to step their game up. How did that feel?
Well, it feels great. And the thing is, my goal is to stay as young as they are as much as I can, because it's real out there. And at some point, what was the song? Someday you're gonna be old. So my thing is you can actually stay young if you take care of yourself. So I'm in the process of doing that now, just to stay young as long as I can. I'm not gonna come out in any Daisy Dukes, of course, anymore. I don't do that. But and that's another thing with the young women. It's always a way that you can be sexy and don't have to show anything.
There you go.
And that's a word to the wise.
Now, when you perform your songs and people come behind you, how much pressure do you put on them to make sure that they keep that crowd going?
Well, I just do me. I don't worry about the next person. I go in there and do me, and I know they still be hollering when I leave. So I, I always say, I used to hear a lot of people say, "Well, I don't want to go first. I ain't going. I'm going after so and so. I'm going after." It don't bother me in what position you put me in because I go up there and do what I got to do, and I just say, "Okay, do you?" That's it. because I know what I'm going out there to do. There are times when I wouldn't even I wouldn't feel good, and I would go out on the stage, and it's like, what was wrong with me? I don't even know what was wrong, because once I start singing, it's just a rap. It's a rap. I just take charge and keep doing what I do because I love what I do.
Now, have you ever thought about opening your own record label and helping some of these young people that's trying to get into the game?
Definitely. I've been speaking out about that for the last couple of weeks.
Mm.
Yeah, it would be a good thing to do. It's a lot to learn about the game, and it's a lot I'm just learning, so it would be great to have it where they wouldn't have to go through that, and they can write their own music. And if they don't, then not to worry about claiming it for nobody else. But if you got a hit record, you perform that hit record, you can get paid from performing on your festivals or whatever. So
Now, you talk about the festivals. How different is performing at the festivals than it is at some of these halls and some of these indoor events?
well, for one thing, you get more people if you're doing outside shows, or even if you're doing concert halls, the big places, and uh they pretty much, the difference in them. I mean, I can do them all
Yes, ma'am.
because it doesn't bother me where I am. I don't want to be too cluttered. I like bigger places better, because the bigger, the more people, and I just love people there. Even though there are times when I was playing in bars and stuff, I'll be in there singing my heart out with just two or three people in there, and they will say, "Man, you sing like this place full." I said, "That's what you got to do. Practice make perfect. You can't drag because it's just two people in the club. You got to still do what you do,
Yeah.
and that's me all day long."
Now, if I am mistaken, you've traveled international,
I have,
and how was it? How was you received overseas? How was
baby.
the feeling over there?
If the world wasn't like it is now, I would be over there now. They are the most. They First of all, the Japanese people, the Grecian people, the German people, the all of the people over there in Europe where I have played at are the most kindest and the most respectful. They actually show how much they love the blues. And the blues is more of our culture, from where we came from our history of slavery, and looking at the fact that when you go over there, they just shower you, especially the Japanese people. They're my favorite, and they just shower you with so much love. They just bow to you, and it's just amazing. Because the first time I performed over there, I had this little cute Tina Turner dress, and of course I was doing a lot of Tina Turner stuff then, and I did the concert, and it was just so amazing. So I went down the ramp singing with the microphone, and these people came and they were barricaded. The security had to move them back because they were trying to get to me. And I was like, oh, I'm sitting here saying, oh my God, I'm Tina Turner. But it was the greatest feeling in the world. Just so much love. Just so much love.
I know that a lot of times, a lot of people try to or get residencies across seas. Have you ever thought about that as well?
I did once. I actually thought about doing France for a while, because and I think about when I was in my senior year in school. I didn't have any classes to take really, because I had did them, the summer before, just to have them caught up or whatever. And I had the greatest French teacher, and I that's one thing I hate to this day. And I had no, because at the time I didn't think I'm not gonna be going no France. That wasn't ever a thought for me. But now that I look back, I wish I had. I just wish I had, and that would have been something under my belt to this day. You know, I still know a little bit. Comment vous appelez-vous? Je m'appelle Nellie. That's my name. But anyway, anyway, that was my only regret. If I could have just just stayed and learned the French and been over there, I could have been real versatile now. But it's a great place to be. Great place, great people.
I know that a lot of people speak highly of traveling abroad, not just for the monetary part, but the experience itself,
The experience, yes.
and
And it's quite an experience.
how the people really receive you there.
Oh, yes, yes.
You're
Just,
always a superstar when you go to Europe and across seas.
that's a fact. That's a
So
fact.
one thing that we say here that I know when we was talking about having you on, we was like, no matter what, you still a superstar to us. No matter what goes on, we are in fandom. I know I am because in fan mode. And
Yes.
these are one of the greatest interviews because of the fact that we are fans of your music and we are fans of yours, and we really appreciate you
Absolutely.
and your music.
I thank you guys. I do, and I thank everyone that's looking in and listening. It's always a great pleasure, and especially now I got my homeboy in the house. It's going down.
Yes, yes. From the sip.
Yes.
And then ain't no need to look at crazy. Your boy messed it up for y'all. Your boy messed it up for y'all.
Hey, watch out there.
But we have another one of your songs called Miss Chatty Patty. Did you speak to that?
That's the new song, ladies and gentlemen. It's called Chatty Patty. And the weirdest thing about it is it's so many chatty patties in Southern Soul. That means you just want to run your mouth. And hey, y'all know I'm gonna bring it straight from the heart. That's the way I do it. It's about a chick just wanting to run her mouth and be in your business and ain't got going on for herself. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce you to this song, Chatty Patty. Chatty Patty. Girl, shut your mouth.
When you don't even know the facts, you in everybody's business, always on the phone with that thing hanging out your ear. Now you wanna know what's going on with me, girl? You better get out of here. Chatty patty, chatty, chatty patty, chatty, chatty, girl, shut your mouth. Chatty patty, chatty, chatty patty, chatty, girl, shut your mouth. You all on Facebook and Instagram, girl, you really getting it in. I see the comments coming down your page. I see why you ain't got no friends. You're always telling something you ain't supposed to tell. Then you won't apologize. Girl, retribution's gonna get you one day and hit you right between the eyes. Chatty patty, chatty, chatty patty, chatty, girl, shut your mouth. Chatty patty, chatty patty, chatty, girl, shut your mouth. Girl, you always on the phone, telling everything that's going on. Girl, that's what you do best. 24/7 all around the clock. Girl, that mouth don't ever stop. Girl, you know you a mess. Chatty patty, chatty patty, chatty, girl, shut your mouth. Chatty patty, chatty patty, chatty, girl, shut your mouth.
You know what's funny? I'm listening to that, and I can also hear and visualize you having like that Millie Jackson concept of when you on that stage. Didn't I tell you to shut your mouth? Don't have me act a fool up in here.
They didn't hurt me.
Miss Nellie, I know we just about at the end of the show, but I want to make sure that our followers and fans can find you on social media as well as go to your shows and know where they can stream your music. So could you please let them know?
You all can find me at NellieTigerTravis.com, which is my website. I'm also on NellieTravis.com. I am NellieTigerTravis.com, at Tiger Travis at what's that little place called? Instagram. And I'm just all over the place, y'all. You can find me anywhere. And if you can't seem to find me, just go to my website. There's a phone number. You can reach me if you need me to sing to you, baby. I'll be there.
All right. AK, you know what time it is, big bro. This has been a beautiful show.
Yes, it has. It has been truly
It's been fun, guys.
and an honor.
It's been
Well, Miss Travis, well, like to say, like I tell everybody, you don't have a home away from home. You have a home right here on the Real 360 Show. We thank you for coming in and blessing us with your presence and sharing everything you with us. If there's anything that we can do on our end, if you've had anything, please don't mind. Call on us and we'll be there.
I appreciate you guys playing my music. I mean, it's nothing but love for both of you and continued success.
Thank you. And shout out to everybody that was on the panels giving their opinions and accolades to you. ES Soul, I think I just seen ES Brown. How you doing? What's going on,
That's
ES
ES
Brown?
Soul, yeah.
And Divinity Vine. I got to stand up. Divinity Vinny. Okay. And everybody on the panel, shout out to Connected Dots. Everybody on here, listen, this is Real 360 Show. We love y'all. It's time to go. We will see you when we see you. And as we say, how we end this job? The same way we started. Peace. We'll see y'all.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, we starting to come to the end of the show. Right now, I want to take the time out and thank our guests for coming on. Also, too, we want to make sure that y'all listening and subscribing and tell a friend and keep sharing because we're going to keep bringing y'all the real content. You know what I mean? So, DJ K-Wise, my brother, take us up out of here, son. Peace.
I want to give a big shout out to the nation of guards and nurses, to all the human families on planet Earth. I say peace. But to our subscribers, those who continue to watch and listen to the show each and every time we come on, I give a big shout out of love, peace, and happiness to you. The beast of man, woman, and child of the you and I verse. It's time for us to disperse. We bring the best, not the worst. We thank you once again for tuning in to the Real 360. Bring a friend to hit that like and subscribe so we continue to grow to bring more knowledge and wisdom to you. Upon our show, you make it possible for us to do what we do.